Hello everyone, this is Danny,
My name is Resi and welcome to our channel.
and today we are in the hotel room in Manila. As you can see, it's very white. This is just a quick video using our phone, and we're going to talk about 5 surprising things in the Philippines. And there's actually a lot more than 5, but that's what we're going to cover today. You ready to go?
Ready.
She's ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what are the 5 surprising things in the Philippines? I would say one of the most surprising things for me is the thriving retail environment. I can't even emphasize this enough. So I'm old enough to remember the thriving shopping malls that were in America when I was growing up, when I was a teenager and back in the day. And certainly remember uh, before Walmart when we had Kmart's and Sears and other things. All of that is still here and in a massive way. The malls are absolutely insane in terms of how big they are, the brands they carry. The You never see malls that look run down. They're full of people, and I think some of that comes from they're air conditioned. They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people flock there. And I think you were mentioning that people like to eat there too.
Yeah, people like to eat after they done work. They want to, stay for a while for walk and relax also to see some other things aside from inside their homes. They want to feel the breeze of, you know, uh, another environment, another world aside from their works.
Yes.
So before going back home, they go across mall also.
Yes. And the Philippines, we're going to have an upcoming video on the Mall of Asia, which is the third largest shopping mall in the world. Um, and most of the malls, or all of the malls that I've seen, except for one, uh, have been just huge. I mean, they have car dealerships inside the malls, um, restaurants everywhere. I mean, it's and just everything. They have Ace Hardware is very common in the Philippine
Yes.
malls. So there you go. The thriving retail environment. Whatever has happened to America because of Amazon and other things has not happened here. Amazon, correct me if I'm wrong, is not as popular here. Is that?
Uh, they do that online. They do, but not in popular here in my country.
Yes.
But some of those that they are using Amazon for, you know, shop from, but it's kind of pricey when let's say Amazon because of the what do you call this, the package coming from
Shipping.
the
Yeah.
shipping fee. It's
Yeah.
different.
So yeah, retail here is uh, great. So if you like to shop for clothes, for furniture, for anything, and the stores, one final thing I'll mention is that in the stores, department stores, and some of this is because of the price of labor here. Obviously, is not as expensive as it is in America, but you can find in any given department. If you go to the shoe department, you might have 4 or 5 salespeople that are at your call, and they're all well dressed, very polite, very well spoken, and there's always someone to help you if you're looking for help here. And you know how it is in America. Sometimes you go into a store and you can't find anybody to help you.
Yeah.
That's not a problem here. They're all waiting to help you buy what you need. Okay, now number 2, access to Western food, including American food. Is this me or you?
Cheap.
It's me. She's putting this off on me again. Okay. So almost all of the fast food brands that you are familiar with in America are also available here. KFC, Taco Bell, Burger King, Dairy Queen, and there are some surprises. Like, for example, Krispy Kreme is more of a competitor to Starbucks it's a much more of a upscale brand here in the Philippines than it is in America. You see them in nice malls with nice dining areas, and people are in there with their laptops and stuff. You have Dunkin' Donuts here. You have some restaurants here that are no longer in America, including Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Yeah, it's still here.
Still here.
It's
Yeah.
still here. It's a lot.
And so you can find most of the fast food brands are here, and a lot of the corporate Red Robin burgers. I think I saw them the other day in the mall. A lot of the corporate, I guess, middle scale or not upscale, or the nicer restaurants. You can find those here as well, along with all of the Asian food you'd ever want to eat. And the cost of Asian food or seafood here is amazingly cheap. And you can, I mean, how cheap was your how cheap is your shrimp and rice?
About $3.
$3.
$3 including rice,
Yeah.
and you can have that like combo meal,
Yeah.
including your drinks. $3, something.
So it's very affordable. And you can pay American prices for food if you're in the high-end shopping areas. It's still a little bit cheaper than America, but the truly affordable food, if you want to eat cheap, is the independent Philippine-owned restaurants. Some of it's street food vendors. That's the really cheap food.
Yeah.
But even some of the nicer Filipino-owned restaurants are very affordable. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Okay. Number 3. I'll let you talk about this.
About the respect factor and the culture and less violence. Let's say the respect in the Philippines is still until now, way back before, like for example, you were outside, you were coming from work, or you just come from work, and then come from happenings, and then when you come home you should do manu as well, like
Yeah.
this, in your parents, or just beso and say hi, hello. That's the respect until now, way back before.
Yeah, mano's like a greeting, like a handshake, but it's done.
Handshakes,
on
and
the
it's
forehead,
called in
like
your
this.
forehead. That is
Yes.
called respect to your elders.
Yes.
And Danny said that less violence
Yes, definitely.
here.
You would never see somebody freaking out over their Happy Meal
Yeah.
not being right and
No, no.
shooting up a restaurant here. I mean,
Never.
it just doesn't happen. And there are people that will get drunk, and that happens everywhere. But overall, I've never felt unsafe here. I've never felt, even in some of the areas we've been in that have been some of the more working class areas. With I've never felt.
Yeah,
Unsafe.
you never feel unsafe here. It's always safe. They give you a lot of respect, and it's easy appreciate for everything. They give you a big smile despite of struggle their life, but it's still willing to give you a smile, and you can see they are happy. Easy.
Yes, and you hear words like "ma'am," "yes, ma'am," "yes, sir," "thank you," and the children also are amazing. They're very disciplined, very happy, and you never hear, at least for me, I never hear any Filipinos complain about anything. It's even people that are living in very small spaces that don't have much. They just don't complain.
Yeah,
It's the
just like
weirdest
my
thing.
home.
Yeah, just like Press. Can I tell about your
Yeah,
home a little bit? Okay.
yeah.
So Pressy lives in an apartment that right now is about 180 square feet, and this was after they added a room. Before that, it was about 120 square feet,
It's
and
a
that was for her son, her daughter, Pressy, and the 2 dogs.
Yeah.
No air conditioning, no hot water. They have a refrigerator, and they have appliances, not modern appliances, but they have a cook on propane gas. Is that what you use?
Yes.
Okay. and they survive happily in that situation. And you know, Americans are used to all these big houses and stuff, and it just goes to show you that the world's a different place once you get outside your own bubble sometimes, and it's quite humbling for me to see that. So, yeah, okay, moving on. Well, this is mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Legacy brands, okay. A lot of brands that were popular in America when I was growing up are still available here and are still popular. Um, Close Up toothpaste, Tang orange drink, which
Yeah.
was also popular, Shakey's pizza, um, Nestle's instant coffee. I mean, things that you can't find anymore. They're still here.
Yeah. They are popular here in my country still until now.
Yes, and most all of the um, current brands, the trendy brands of clothes, they're all available here as well. If you go to the malls, you can see all of the brands you're familiar with, Nike and whatever is on your shopping list. It's available here. But many of the older brands, when you go into the pharmacy or you go into the supermarket, you see a lot of American brands that we haven't seen in a long time that are still here and still quite popular. So it's nice to see that. It kind of brings back memories when we're out shopping and looking around and stuff. And in terms of cars, you do see a lot of vintage Jeeps here because of the public transportation. But in terms of American new cars, you see more Fords than anything. Don't see as many Chevrolets or many Dodges, but Ford has a fairly big presence here in the Philippines, including rebadged versions um, of the pickup trucks and stuff that you see, the F-150s and stuff like that. So anyway, on to the next topic. So,
Public transportation.
oh, you can talk about this.
No, you can do it. Public transportation like trikes, they have a lot here. Trikes, name it, habal-habal, buses, train, taxi, Grab, a private car, not
Yes.
a Grab food. They have a Grab food and private car, but they have a lot. It's they have a lot of ways that you can go everywhere,
Yes, and it's cheap.
and it's cheap.
It's very affordable. You can take a taxi. Well, you can take. Well, maybe we should explain what hobble hobble is.
Yeah, habal-habal. You explain how you
Okay.
how you experience about habal-habal.
Hobble hobble is a motorcycle taxi. Somebody pulls up on a scooter. There's an extra helmet. You put it on your fat head. In my case,
No, it's not.
that's not funny. It is. You ought to see me try to get a helmet on my head in the Philippines. It's not nice. Anyway, but hobble hobble is a motorcycle taxi. You go in the back of a motorcycle or a scooter, and they take you where you need to go. And they have the trikes. You've seen those. It's basically a small motorcycle that can carry, as a sidecar, it can carry anywhere from 2 to 4 to 5 people if somebody's willing to sit side saddle. You can get, what'd you say, the cars. We have
Yeah.
the Grub or the
Grab.
Grab for the cars.
Yeah, as a private car, they do for
Yeah.
transportation also. It's called Grab here, Grab car here
Yes.
in my country.
And so, what's amazing is how efficient it is for the number of people. Again, the Philippines, and especially in the Manila capital region, is densely populated. They have to move a lot of people. It's amazingly efficient. And back to the respect thing, we have seen, or I have seen, people crowding to get on a bus, and they run out of room,
Yeah.
and they're all pressed against each other. But nobody has ever, to my eyes, nobody's ever complained
Yeah.
or tried to get wise to someone or say something out of line. It's always been respectful,
Yeah.
and it's just people trying to live their daily lives. And so, yeah.
So what can you say about train yesterday?
Oh yeah, the trains.
About MRT train.
Well, the first,
Your experience.
the first time I was here was before COVID, and the trains were densely packed. And as a 6'1" American, if you are the only 6'1" American in the Philippines on that train, you look like you're sticking out like a sore thumb. Everybody can
Nice.
see my white hair and my blue eyes sticking up, and I just see a sea of black hair.
Black
It's-
hair.
it's
It's
everybody-
Filipino.
People are packed in. You're making contact with people you don't even know.
Yeah.
It's but everybody is very respectful, and they don't get angry or upset and start hollering and screaming, "Get them away!" and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. They were smiling. They were
Yeah.
smiling. They never complain. You never heard that anyone that complaining why is like this, why is people behind me or in my back, in front of me. They
Yes.
never complain because everybody wants to go home.
Yes.
Instead that you were complaining, just appreciate because you were inside.
What have you got in your hand? What have you got in your hand? She just get a tissue in her hand. She just picked it up with her toes.
Sorry.
By the way, she can pick up things with her toes better than I can with my hands. That's another thing. But that's not part of this video. Okay. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. We've got more that we're going to upload. Just a quick note, and I may post another quick video on this as well. People might ask, where's all the beaches? Where's all the amazing scenery? We have all of that stuff. And we have that on another camera, and that's going to take some editing that I need to do at home. So right now we're posting mostly stuff that is no edit, quick shooting videos we can just show without having to do a lot of work, because I have a good camera, but the laptop I bought with me absolutely sucks. It has the power of like a flip phone. It's
You don't
awful.
have patience.
No, patience is not.
Yeah.
No,
Your
it's-
patience is just a little like
no,
this.
it has no business trying to edit video on this thing. It's just insane. So we're using my phone in this case because it's quick and easy. But we've shot a lot of content, and we're going to be posting this probably a couple of videos a week. I know some people are probably overloaded with Danny and Pressy's adventure, so we're going to kind of slow this down a little, but it's going to be a while before we get it all up. So hang in there. Thanks again for watching.
Thank you for watching. And hey guys, wait until the next video because we were going to discuss about what happened this day about how I tampo to Danny.
Oh, yes.
He was grumpy about the weather. So
It's not you, Crooked.
our next video, you will see.
Tampo, you have to explain what Tampo is.
Yeah. No later.
No,
in the
because
next
now
video.
people want to know what Tampo is right now.
Tampo it means that you were kind of little upset.
Yeah, a little upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made her mad today. Not really.
Yeah.
But
And I cried.
stop it. People think I'm a bad person. Okay. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Thank you again. Please like and subscribe. Make a comment. We're trying to get started on this YouTube thing. It's a new adventure for us. It takes time to get people to establish a viewer base, and it helps if you guys like and subscribe. It's not going to change anything in your life because I'm going to notify everybody when a video comes up anyway, but it just helps us out to maybe for YouTube to start making our videos more visible to other people. So we do appreciate it. My name's Danny.
And I am Pressy.
And
And please like and hit the notification
that's right.
on our channel.
Don't forget it. I'll be watching to see my friends to see if they do it. Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.